Hello everyone, I'm Fathom, the man who has a Dodge Challenger with blue headlights. Today we're diving into creating a progress bar from Fierce to Fathom in Unity. In this video, we'll actually create the basic of the progress bar. And if you've played Fierce to Fathom, you know that this progress bar is actually used for functions like washing dishes or eating. All the videos covering Fierce to Fathom will be put inside a new playlist. This one, along with the dialogue system we created for Fierce to Fathom, will be there. I also published my retro psychological horror game. If you enjoy twists in the story, then you'll love the game. You can check it out in the link in the description. If you enjoyed the video, a like, sub, and comment would be perfect. It helps me reach a wider audience. With all those being said, let's begin. Okay, for the first section of the video, we'll be creating the progress bar. It's gonna be a very simple progress bar, so I can actually explain the function on it. We first need a canvas. We had a canvas from the previous videos, but I can just deactivate it and create another one, so I can show you guys. Click on this plus or right click here, UI, a canvas. Create a UI canvas. I'm gonna be calling it canvas. You can make the settings like me, change it to scale with screen size, give your screen resolution. Mine is 1920 by 1080, and put this one at 0.5. Right click on the canvas, UI. We need a slider, so let's create a slider. You can go to the scene view. You can click on this 2D. Mine is here on Unity 6. Press F to go to your slider. You can go out. You can just move it a little bit down. To get to the settings, you gotta press T or click on this one, so a red circle appears here. If it doesn't move it, just press Z or Z. Okay, I'm gonna make it scale on both sides. To make it scale on both sides, you have to, when you're moving it, hold Alt. It's gonna scale on both sides. This amount is enough, I think. Scale it on this side as well. Put it like a little bit down, like here. I know it's not beautiful, of course, but because this is just a function. So you gotta go to your canvas, open up your slider. You gotta just delete this handle slide area to delete that circle. It is like this. But as you see, the end part is a little bit empty. We can fix that. We'll fix that in the upcoming minutes. So let's go to the fill and give it a color. I'm gonna give it like a greenish color, like this one. Let's go ahead and fix that empty space. Click on your fill area, press T on your keyboard or press this one, and just move it like here. So when the slider was at 1, it is here, 0 is there. So that's it. You can even change the background of it. In the Fierce to Fathom, it was just like, borders. You can download the border texture and put it here. So I'm just gonna make it a little bit like this. To move it a little bit down so you can actually see the functions better, see in front of you better, you gotta select your slider, press T, move it a little bit down, maybe here. Yeah, this amount is enough. So for the next part of the video, we'll be creating the function of it. So to actually create the function, I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call it scripts. By the way, I'll be putting the scripts in my GitHub. You can download the scripts from the link in the description. So open up my scripts, right click, mono behavior script, or actually just create a C# script in any Unity version. It is Unity 6, so it is like this. I'll be calling it Fierce to Fathom Progress Bar. Double click to open it up. In the script, we need to use a UI, so we actually need to reference the UI here, so we can actually use UI values like a slider in this code. To actually do that, we need to say using Unity engine.ui, which will let us ask for a slider. We first need a public slider. I'm gonna name it slider with a small s. Then we need a float. We're gonna make it public, so public float duration. I'm gonna say, for example, 5 in this case. We need a private float, and it is the pass time, the time that has been passed. Just gonna say pass time is equal to 0, f at the start. What we want to do now is we're gonna go inside this void update. We'll be creating the function inside this void update. Then we'll modify it, so when we are actually interacting with something, we'll be using this function. So we're first gonna say pass time plus equal time.delta time. So it increases by 1 every second. The next thing is we want to change the slider value to increase, for example, in 5 seconds. So we're gonna say slider.value equal to math f with the small f dot clamp 0.1, and we're gonna say pass time duration. So it's gonna normalize the value and put it between 0 and 1, increase it in the seconds we want. Right after this, we're gonna check if it has been 5 seconds and our slider has been full or not. So to actually do that, we're just gonna say if pass time is bigger or equal to duration. If it is, our slider is full. So we're just gonna say debug the log full. So we're gonna actually go ahead and check it out. So to actually use this Fierce to Fathom, I'm gonna create a new empty object. You can right click here or click on this plus, create an empty object. I'm gonna call it ProgressBar folder. I'm gonna drag and drop my code to it. It needs a slider, so I can just drag and drop my slider to it, or you can click on the circle and find your slider. You can go ahead and check it out. So as you see, it is increasing, and when it reaches a certain amount, it says full. So that was it for this video. If you want to see the next part, there'll be a link in the description when I publish part 2. So if you go in the description and see the link to part 2, you know that part 2 has been published. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a like would be amazing. You can subscribe to see more contents like this. You can give me any opinions, any comments, or anything you want me to say. I'll be glad to answer you. I'm gonna go do something for the end of the video, as I did in all my videos. So this is what I created for the end of the video. I hope you like it. Hope all the best for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.